Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to my channel. Why am I singing in harmony? I don't know, but I guess I'm in a good mood. Uh, Hi, my name is B. Just in case if you're new to being here, if you're accustomed to being here, welcome back. Don't mind my head, mind your business. Okay, I'm in between giving my hair some TLC and some scalp love. I've been giving myself some scalp love. I just need to actually get to my hair treatment. So again, mind your business. This is just what is given for right now. Anyway, I did want to do a random collective romantic energy, so this is going to be very collective. I will call signs. I feel like I haven't done that in a while. I used to do that a lot, so I'll get back to calling signs as I jump into like my tarot. I feel like I should like move over a little bit. I will get the calling signs when I jump into the tarot portion, but until then, I'll kind of jump around a little bit. I do have my other personal love deck back here in the corner, as you can see right there. I might grab it, I might not, but I have like 3 or 4 other decks here that are in front of me. So I have this Oracle deck number 2, Oracle deck number 3, Oracle deck number 4, and then we'll jump into the tarot of things to kind of see what it's giving. I don't even know if I'm going to use all of these. Just roll with me. Okay, jump down below in the description box if you need to know anything else about me, you want to find me on other platforms or anything like that. I am open for personal readings. And yeah, I think that's just about everything. So yeah, I really don't know which one I really want to start with. I did kind of want to start with this one. I saw myself starting with this one when I first got the inkling yesterday to do this. I just never got to do it yesterday because I was a little busy. So let's jump in to see what is the collective romantic energy. Thank you, God, and my divine ancestral team, to all of the benevolent spirits and angel guides that surround me. Allow these messages to be clear. Allow these messages to reach those who are in need of this message. I saw the sun card down at the bottom of the deck. Let's start there. This does feel like new beginnings. So collectively, this feels like new boo. New boo who this. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of giving that type of vibe. Give me a couple of oracle cards for what the romantic collective needs to know right now at this time. First card out is the sacral chakra. Second card out is door to spirit. Third card out is hostilities. Fourth card out is the sacral chakra, goddess of the moon, and door to romance is trying to come out. So I'm going to take it and I'll put it at the very, very top. Bottom of the deck, we do have victory, but the walking away card was also peeking out also as I was looking. So let's kind of just bounce around and take in the energy that's here. Overall energy down at the bottom of the deck is the victory card. So this is definitely giving, if you're not already talking to somebody right now when you want it to be victorious, there is something that's coming that will be victorious. Take it for how it resonates. If it don't apply, let it fly. Right? Sacral chakra, though, being the first card out, this does give me sexual energy. This does give me creativity energy. This does give me sensual energy. For my feminine energies, this is a good time to check your sensual energy. For my masculines, this is a good time to check your sexual. Flip-flop them for how they may. Okay, making sure that you are grounded in not only your sacral but in your solar plexus. Okay, if you're familiar with chakras, then you know that the bottom base 3 is what kind of helps you get into alignment. The very base chakra being the root chakra, it is red. After that, you go to orange, which is the sacral, and then you go to yellow, which is the solar plexus. Solar plexus ruling the confidence. Sacral chakra also again giving me like kundalini energy, sensual energy, intimate energy, sex, creativity, also the womb. Especially for my feminine energies here, I'm picking up intuitively, making sure that you have confidence. I feel like right now a good collective energy that we need to be working on is the sacral and the solar plexus, which is giving me not only confidence in yourself but confidence in like your body, confidence in how you look. Maybe as of lately you haven't been feeling too sexy, maybe you haven't been feeling too sexual. If you are currently talking to somebody, maybe you haven't been feeling real good in your body, real good in yourself, or maybe you're taking a confidence hit right now at this time, which is making you like not want to be active, right? Maybe you have a low libido or something like that for some of you. This is a good time to be working on it as it pertains to your romantic life. For those of you who are single, I'm also intuitively getting this like directly ties into how you put yourself out there, being confident in your sexual energy, being confident in your body, feeling confident in your sensual energy to be able to maybe wear what you want, show up how you want, talk how you want. Maybe the sexual energy takes adds to or takes away from the confidence, right? There's an energy here of that. Door to spirit is here, which is my doors are opening card. So this makes me feel like, again, changes are happening. I saw the sun card when I first stopped shuffling. That, like I said, is about new beginnings. It's giving new boo. For some of you who want a new partnership, who wants a new connection, you're looking for it. Again, this is a good time to really start thinking about how you're putting yourself out there. This is a good time to start thinking about how you're showing up, right? Sexual energy is a thing. So again, maybe you are showing up real sexy and looking real good. If you already in their energy, that's great. If you feel like there's something kind of keeping you from being in that energy, there's this is the time to really ask yourself what's keeping you from being in that energy. What's blocking you? Are you blocking yourself? Maybe it's hard to feel sexy or to feel attractive. Because there's like a deep self-esteem thing. Maybe you don't feel comfortable in your body. Maybe you don't feel sexy in certain clothes because maybe there are body adjustments, you know what I'm saying, coming in where it's like, I don't know, it's hard for me to kind of date B because, you know what I'm saying, like when I go to the bar, I don't really feel the sexiest. Sometimes when I put on my clothes, I don't really know how to style myself, or maybe when I style myself as of lately, I just haven't been feeling it. This is a really good time to make sure you're kind of checking to see what's up with that and tapping in with yourself. For those of you, like I said, who are in this energy, you already working that bag, you're already in that pocket. Expect for doors to start opening, but I do feel like expect for some people to be hating. I'm going to clarify what this hostility card is, but it's kind of giving me like prepare for some motherfuckers to start hating. You know what I'm saying? All this love got to come with some hate. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to understand that. That comes with romance too, even if it's just people watching you kind of get your way, or maybe there's someone close to you who might be hating. Maybe this is exes and they see you moving on and they see that you know what I'm saying, are changing your life and things are happening for you, and now they kind of having some tension. You know what I'm saying? They feel like they got a frog in their throat or some shit like that, because when they go down your page and on your Instagram, they see that you're good and fed well and you're happy, regardless of if you're a man or a woman. You do have Goddess to the Moon though here, and Door to Spirit are the last two cards here that I'm seeing. So again, use your intuition when it comes to romance, okay? Learning how to pick them. Okay, Goddess to the Moon for me always makes me feel like being in tune with the moon, right? Talking to the moon. The moon goes through phases, but the moon also has prominent energy with the phases it goes through. The full moons, we just had a full moon actually today, as it is August. I don't know why I wanted to say October, but it is August 9th. So it is giving, again, paying attention to the moon phases, right? There are some things that need to be released. There are some new things that are coming, but it's also giving me intuition, right? Being in tune with the moon, listening to your intuition, listening to your inner self. You know what I'm saying? Those witching hours during the hours of 3 and 4, where you might wake up and really get some downloads. Okay, Door to Romance is right next to it, so please make sure that you're listening to your intuition. That's going to be very, very important. Also, listen to your intuition when it comes to the people that are coming to you who act like they want to suit you. Pay attention to the people around you who act like they're happy for you, but really they kind of hating. Like the here go, that's for somebody. Let me see, we have a 9 here, we have a 5, 8, 10, 7, 33, 10. So we have two tens. I don't know, I felt the need to count up to see if I was seeing any matching numbers. We have two tens. We have 33 here, so 33 and 333. Yeah, as I look over to my left, the other deck, the first card up under it is the marriage card. But it also has a 3. It caught my attention. So 333 might be a number you see often. 1010 might be a number you see often. Okay, pay attention to that. Okay. but doors are opening. You're about to start seeing some shifts, collective messages. What y'all need to know right now as it pertains to your love life, the guidance that you have for my collective right now is that doors are opening. Expect to see new suitors, expect to see new prospects, expect to see some changes and some transformations and some shifts. Let's kind of clarify a little bit so I can play around with what some of this means. Give me this hostilities card. What is this hostility for my collective when it comes to romance? What is this hostility energy? What is this hostility energy? Coffin. Yeah, so for a lot of you, this is an ex. For a lot of you, this is like people you don't fuck with no more. Yeah, mature woman down at the bottom of the deck. That doesn't mean, regardless of your gender watching this, this just means that you've learned to attract certain things and you've matured in that. For some of you, maybe you are identifying as feminine energy. For others of you, again, you don't necessarily have to be a woman or any of that. This could just be the feminine energy, the mature feminine energy of learning how to attract certain things. You're not going after certain shit no more. You're no longer putting a lot of energy, exhausting a lot of time and a lot of shit that isn't serving you, that doesn't make you feel good, that doesn't make you feel sexy, that doesn't feel good in your body, that isn't alignment with you. You're learning how to use your intuition. For a lot of you though, again, with that maturing, this feels like someone who's a little jealous, someone who's a little upset, someone who, again, you didn't kind of, you know what I'm saying, put the nail in the coffin in this motherfucker. You didn't drop the bouquet of flowers on the top of this hoe already. Is done. This is someone who kind of has some hostility. This could be someone who's older than you. Yeah, family room down at the bottom of the deck too. So for some of you, intuitively, this could even be a family member, a mother, an older sister. Yeah, pathway just flipped over and the whole half of the deck just fell on top. But pathways is here, so I'll take it. For some of you, you're creating your own pathway. You're doing the work. Intuitively, I'll pick up that's that group of you that feels good. Like I said, there's a group of you who might not really feel good about putting yourself out there for this new beginning. You know what I'm saying? You might not feel good in your body. You might not feel sexy enough. You might not feel good enough. You might be a little nervous or timid in your own sexual energy and your own kundalini energy and your own sensuality of like, this is who I am. This is what I want, right? Again, that feminine attribute, that feminine trait. Men can have it too, right? Sometimes some men don't even have to really take a lot of initiative on going after the woman. Sometimes a lot, I know men too who don't gotta say much and women just kind of swoon. You feel good in your body. You know that you look good, you feel good. That ego, that confidence, right? In order to really kind of have your way with some shit. And for some of you who've learned this already, you've kind of put yourself in a I heard different tax bracket. So for a lot of you, it could literally be tax bracket, but I'm kind of gonna interpret that as you put yourself in a different lane. You put yourself in a different level. You've paved a different lane for yourself doing that when it comes to romance. Maybe again, there's someone around you who might be a older sister, a big sibling, a mother, a grandmother, a aunt, or some shit like that, big cousin, who again is looking at you kind of have your way romantically, or you're about to start having your way romantically, and they feel some type of way about that. Again, though, for a lot of you, you've already cut this person off. Yeah, privileged lady down at the bottom of the deck. So again, for a lot of you, you're very privileged. For my feminine energies watching this, you're very privileged. You deal with people who are very privileged or who treat you to a certain privilege. You deal with people who kind of treat you to a certain standard. And this feels like someone who's a little upset about that. So collectively, again, I'm seeing some doors opening, but I'm seeing you should be very weary of jealous motherfuckers. You should be very weary of people who feel some type of way about what you're doing and what you got going on, the motion that you having. A lot of synchronicities, a lot of fives. There's 5 candles in this coffin card. Okay, there's 5 butterflies here in this pathway card. On top of this hostility, you're creating change. You're creating change. Yeah, courtship. Look, I can't make this shit up. You're creating change. You're creating change. You're creating change. You're doing something differently. Love is like shifting for you. Give me one card for this door to spirit. What are the doors that are opening? What are these doors opening for my collective? Wealthy man. Yeah. So for a lot of you, you're coming into someone who is financially generous. For a lot of you, again, you're cultivating different energies. Mature man down at the bottom of the deck. I do feel like for a good small bit of you, this energy is like an ex-partner. This is someone who you're done with them. You didn't put the nail in the coffin. You didn't drop the bouquet of flowers on top of it. We are now putting the dirt on top of this motherfucker. The church hymns are still singing as the casket went down. You know what I'm saying? And you are completely on a whole new journey. You're blossoming. You're growing. Like you've had your own cocoon to butterfly situation going on, and this ex person is still like having like some animosity with you about it. This is someone who might pegs themselves as a very mature person, as if they know a lot, as if like they have a lot of good ideas. But I see someone that's coming in that is a wealthy man. And I mean, yeah, all the knowledge in the world is one thing, but what do you really have to show for it? Like, what do you really have that's of value? Like, if all you have is maturity, that's one thing. All these books, and yeah, I've traveled the world, but this motherfucker look like he got some money by him, don't it? He looked like, oh, I live in New York and I smoke good cigars and shit, and I'm part friends with the mob. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really got old money for real. I mean, this person kind of look like they got old money too, but it's kind of given I'm more book smart. This feel like street smart, wealthy. I don't know. It's just a difference in energy. So for a small split of you, this feels like an ex person. For a good bit of you, though, this feels like be wary of friends, people who feel like family and real family, who are like a little hostile about the fact that you are treated to a certain standard and privilege, right? Again, I did see privileged lady, wealthy man. Dog said, didn't she look real pretty? She was all in her all white and her linen and shit. She had a hat on and shit. She looked like money. This looked like this wealthy man is taking care of her. This feels like someone, I feel like for collectively this newness, this change, this transition, this new connection, this sun card energy I'm getting, this victory energy down at the bottom of the deck, even up under that, right? You see the patience card. So there is someone coming. So even if you watching this and you like, yeah, girl, but when am I gonna see it? You gonna have to just hold your horses. I don't see this person coming in anytime soon. Possibly because there's still some other things that need to be worked out. So it's like focus on your bag, focus on what matters to you, focus on, again, that's why I said listen to your intuition, right? Not everybody is this person. So as you date and as you put yourself out there, listening to your intuition is going to be very important for you. Give me something else on this. I mean, I would take it for 2 minutes. Give me something else on this door to spirit. Family room. Privileged lady, yeah. So this is, for some of you, you have someone coming in who is very wealthy. Privileged lady, again, I would say, don't she look real taken care of and shit? She in her all white and her linen and shit. She look like, with this umbrella, like, girl, I don't even let the sun touch me, honey. Like, I'm just too cute for that. You know, family room is here. So this makes me feel like this is someone who, yeah, is very much going to have you taken care of. Again, I feel like there's a level of patience that's going to be needed to be had when it comes to this person and who they are. I don't think this is someone you're going to run into tomorrow. But this does feel like, let me see, let me grab this. But this does feel like someone you can like depend on, someone who's gonna really have you put up, someone who's really gonna have you like privileged. Like you're not gonna have to want for anything or pay for anything, or you know what I'm saying, everything, all your needs will be provided for. Family room also makes me feel like too, like they not just gonna use their money. This is someone who you can really have a family with, is what I'm picking up. Again, privileged lady down at the bottom of the deck, you're going to be taken care of, you're going to be put up, but this isn't just someone who is coming to buy you. Family room makes me feel like this is someone you can like really have a family with. And you know, one thing I like about this card is there is like tea things. The tea stuff is on the table. Sorry if you can hear my stomach rumbling. I'm gonna get me some food after this video. I just had to get this video out first. But yeah, I just see like tea stuff. So that even makes me feel like, you know, you guys talk. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Every time I see it, it just makes me feel like we sit in the family room, we sit in the living room, and we have a cup of tea, and we, you know, talk about our day. Ain't that what they kind of look like? We have a cup of tea and we talk about our day in our big ass mansion, And you know, the fire is lit, so it's good and warm. That makes me feel like it's, again, the connection is going to be warm. I feel like it's going to be enlightening. The drapes are open. So I'm getting like, not only will the connection in the home and the house and the relationship between y'all be warm, but I feel like the communication is going to be good. It's going to be warm and fuzzy between y'all. Like, I feel like there's going to be a level of passion between y'all. I feel like that it's going to be enlightening with this, with the drapes open, right? You're letting the sun in. But then don't this kind of look like the privileged lady too, or up here? So this makes me feel like there also will be a level of like admiration. Don't this kind of makes me feel like, you know, now you got a picture of this bitch up in your house. You know, don't it kind of look like her and shit? I don't know. To me, it does. Anyway, so this feels like a good connection. There's flowers all in this picture too, so it feels grounded. It feels good. It feels like whatever transformation is coming in is meant to be coming in. This is someone you're gonna have to be patient on. For some of you, you're gonna have to learn how to like feel good within yourself and put yourself out there in order to attract this. For some of you, the patience is the fact that you're being patient and you just kind of waiting around. It's like this person ain't gonna come fall into your lap. You know, sacral chakra, solar plexus chakra. You're gonna have to get your confidence up. You're gonna have to learn how to get your sexy up. You're gonna have to learn how to feel good in your body, feel good about yourself, and put yourself out there and allow yourself to be seen. That's how you gonna bag this person. They're not gonna come knock and tap on your door and say, "Hey, have you seen person watching?" Because God told me that I needed to come get them because I'm supposed to be taking care of them and make them my wife or my husband. No, you have to put yourself out there for that. And for those of you who are putting yourself out there for that, I feel like be patient with your process. Again, this goddess of the moon card makes me feel like you're learning how to use discernment until you find the right one. You see how this door is open, but the heart is still in the cage. The door is open, that's one thing, but you still can't just walk in here and just take this heart. It's still in the cage. For some of you, it's like the patience here is learning how to pick them, learning how to use your discernment, learning how to walk away from people who don't give you this energy. I don't give a damn what the sob story was. I don't care how they lost their job, but they was making six figures at one point, and then life happened, and then now they gotta sleep on their couch, and now they got. I ain't trying to hear all that, and we ain't trying to hear all that. Privileged lady, you need to already come having it together. But see, you might kind of still be having to learn how to, again, use discernment, learning how to uh shut the motherfucking door in somebody's face, right? And you might still be learning how to, you know, keep your heart still to yourself even though the door is open. Yeah, you might be liking somebody. Yeah, you might, you know what I'm saying, have a little crush on them or whatever, but it's like just because the door is open doesn't mean that the heart is just available for taking. You still gotta vet these motherfuckers. You still gotta figure out who they is. I have a very strict, I don't know nobody until 6 months. You start dealing with a man, you start having sex with a man, and in a month and a half they act like, oh, you know, we just so cool, we just know each other. I don't know you. Cause this is so in the next 6 months, child, you'll be a whole different motherfucker. I don't know nothing until 6, 7 months, 8 months in. And then after that, I feel like, okay, now I got a pretty good judge of who you might. I'm trying to see who you really is. Cause see, now that mask gonna fall off, you're gonna show me who you really is. And after that, I can judge whether or not I like you, how I feel about it. If I think you're a good person, a great judge of character. If I think you're a bullshitter, master manipulator, or what. But I don't know shit until 6 months. But that's just kind of something to learn. That's how you get into successful connections. Rushing into it and just kind of allowing anybody to come take your heart for easy access, because you don't know these motherfuckers. And this hostility card feel like all of the motherfuckers you didn't had to kick to the curb any motherfucking way, because you didn't had to learn the hard way that they probably wasn't what they said they was or portrayed to be. Give me some tarot on just our collective romantic energy. What do we need to know right now at this time? Knight of Pentacles fell reversed as the first card I'm seeing. It fell simultaneously with this wheel card upright. So I'm going to double confirm what I just said. For a lot of you, again, who are in this confident energy, you are feeling sensual. You like, B, I do put myself out there. I know I look good. I know I feel good. I know when I get a haircut, the bitches be choosing. I know when I get this lace and I get this wig did, you know what I'm saying? The niggas is gonna be choosing. The niggas is outside. The niggas be excited to see me. The bitches be excited to see me when I step on the scene. Okay, cool. You're still learning though what not to invest in. For a lot of you, this patience card, this goddess of the moon is like I said, you're learning what not to invest in. The Knight of Pentacles is already the slowest moving knight in the deck, but when he's reversed, he's not moving forward at all. So with that, next to the wheel card upright is giving, again, a lot of you, you're learning how to pick them. You're learning how to vet these women. You're learning how to vet these men. You're learning how to say, okay, does this person align with what I want? Do they talk to me the way that I want? You know what I'm saying? Do they show up the way that I needed them to show up? Am I just going off of excitement? Am I just eager to give my heart to anybody because I'm just eager to have love? These are the things to really think about. Are they really teaching you and making you feel privileged? Do you really feel like Queen Sheba around this motherfucker? I just saw a butterfly that passed by. So again, this is about carving your own pathway. This is about carving your own lane. This is about making your own changes. It's about what you're going to do with it. How do you want to transform it? Learning how to move forward when, again, this isn't worth the investment. You think the wealthy man right here is investing in fucked up shit? Hell no. I'm sure he has a very good judge of what to invest in, what not to invest in, hence why this man is so wealthy. Use that same energy when it comes to like your love life and learn how to be confident in that and feel good about that. Feel good in your body about that. How do you feel when you feel like you're dealing with somebody and they're giving you less than? How do you feel in your body? Do you feel good in your body? Do you feel good in your sexual, sensual energy? Do you feel good in your solar plexus, in your confidence, in your sense of self, and in your self-esteem? Or do you feel less than? Do you feel small? Do you feel unheard? Do you feel timid? Do you feel untaken care of? Do you feel less than sexy? Do you feel unattractive? Do you feel like my partner isn't sexually into me anymore? These are the things to really kind of think about. And if you're getting anything other than I feel good, I feel sexy, I feel great in my connection, I feel like, we're investing, I feel like it's warm and enlightening, and we sit down and we talk and we chat over tea, and you know what I'm saying, we talk into the wee hours of the night about everything, and everything this man says has some sort of value to it. This is a good time to really think about that. Everything this woman says has some sort of value to it. If it gives you anything less than that, lead they ass to the curb. This is not the time to be trying to build nothing tedious and to spend brick by boring brick building something on bullshit foundation. Leave. I don't give a damn how mad they make them. Fuck them. I don't give a damn how mad it make them. So you just not gonna fuck with me no more. You're motherfucking right, I'm not. Bye. Arrivederci around this motherfucker. I don't give a damn. Especially when motherfuckers not really investing, bringing shit to the table anyway. Come on now. When I started telling myself that motherfuckers was not investing and I'm not losing shit by kicking motherfuckers to the curb, it got a lot easier kicking motherfuckers to the curb. Motherfuckers don't pay a bill. They don't buy no groceries. You ain't investing in me as a brand. I mean, what am I really losing? Bullshit conversations and what you doing every hour on the hour? I never needed that anyway. Boy, that ain't shit but a distraction. Honestly, that's not benefit in my life. That's taking me away from it. So definitely learning how to move forward. Learning when not to invest in something. Yeah, Queen of Wands. Understanding that you bring a lot to the table. Understanding that you are powerful. Again, this speaks to your confidence. This speaks to what it is you do and don't deal with. This speaks to releasing that same mentality. Understanding that that's no longer something of value. Hierophant is here. Your moral code, your beliefs, your moral compass, your sense of value. Does this elevate my life? Is this in alignment with me? Does this elevate me? Is this something that, again, is a core belief, a core value? What are my core beliefs? What are my core values when it comes to romance? Is this in alignment with it? Right? I don't believe in a man texting me every day. I don't believe that as a woman I should be planning shit. I don't believe in a man that I'm having sex with but can't help and fun and do nothing for me financially. I feel like my favorite mantra is, if you in this pussy, I'm in the pockets. Because how dare me be sleeping with a man who, if I need groceries, if I'm behind on rent, if something's wrong with my car, if I need help with anything, you can't do shit, or you hit me with, damn, I hate to hear that. What you around for? As a man, why are you around? That don't make no sense. That don't benefit me none. Having a man around that I can't even call for if I need help. That's stupid. right? When I really start thinking about the things that I really valued and believed and loved, and I start asking myself, do these relationships align? That was that shit. I ain't tripping and begging and chasing no nigga who don't do nothing. If a man get me to chase and beg behind him, he got to be doing some shit. I'm talking about some big shit. You paying bills. You going half on groceries. You going half on rent. I'm talking about you investing in them up. Like, I'm really losing something here. I'm not chasing behind no what you doing warrior. Nobody who don't even got their life together. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who think they know everything and don't know everything, and I'm not being with nobody who gotta make me feel small. If I gotta feel unsensual, unsexy, if I gotta feel insecure, unconfident, like you got to go. If I feel like you treating me any less than the privileged lady, you got to go. That's just kind of understanding what your worth is. That's understanding what your power is. That's me just and that being my Queen of Wands energy and shit. Speaking of signs, speaking of Queen of Wands, we do have Queen of Wands here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius women are here. This Hierophant card is here. So for me, that is Sagittarius emphasized with this Queen of Wands. This is also Taurus energy. The wheel is here, which is fixed sign energy, Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, and Taurus. So what is that, an emphasis on Leo, Taurus, and Sagittarius? You could be any of these signs. You don't have to be these signs, okay? You see how she got her hand up? Don't it look like, well, hold on, motherfucker. Hold up. Before you step up in the bitch. You know what I'm saying? Before you step up in the bitch palace and shit. Hold on. Let me slow your ass down. Hold on. I got a couple of questions. Is what this kind of feel like. This feels like that group where, again, your patience is about learning how to vet people. Learning how to use your discernment. Again, is this in the value with me? I don't care how good they look, how much money they have, how cool they is. Before you unlock this cage and issue your heart, you should be thinking about some stuff. Just because this door is open does not mean that your heart is for sale. Learning how to not move forward, learning how to stop investing energy and shit, and learn how to just move on with your life. This connection is not working for me. On to the next. This connection don't work for me. On to the next. This connection don't work for me. On to the next. It should be very easy. The art of detachment, I feel like, as a woman who's learned it, it's hard for people to learn it. Yeah, the Eight of Swords fell out reverse, but it fell out on this Hierophant card and this Ten of Swords here. Again, that's a very victimized energy, but it's reversed. Okay, this could be being trapped in your mind, a victimized mentality, feeling like something is happening to you. People are kind of out for you. People are, you know what I'm saying, kind of doing something to you. Life is happening to you, and it's like it's not. So when it comes to these relationships, maybe some of you kind of have this energy of like, well, I don't want to go on to the next relationship, or well, you know what I'm saying, kind of like, I know it's a lot of people who date kind of have that weary, dreadful kind of energy of like, oh, I don't want to date, I don't want to go on to the next person, I just want to stick to this person, but I really really like this person. And again, I'm happy I've kind of taught myself to get out of that, where again it's like, yeah, you really really like them, but you're also gonna really really like the next person too. You just really really like them for right now because you ain't met the next person you gonna meet yet. You know what I mean? Like, you haven't met the next person that you gonna really really like just as much as you really really like this one. I promise you, it's gonna all feel the same, and it get easier once you start to realize, oh wait, there's always another nigga that I'm gonna really really like. And it's not to kind of use it to keep from being attached, but I use it to keep from over attaching. You know what I'm saying? I don't use it as a detaching mechanism where it's like, oh, well, bye. Oh, well, bye. Oh, well, bye, because I'm on to the next. But it's also like reminding myself that, again, detaching isn't as hard as your mind make it, as much as your heart make it. Yeah, you really, really like them. Oh, but B, I just, but I really like yeah, that's fine. But again, you're going to really, really like the next one too. And he'll probably be much more fun and actually cares about your feelings and maybe be a little more financially generous and can be much more mature with how they handle their conflicts with you. I don't know. This is just I'm letting you into how I talk to myself, right? Just works for me. But when you victimize yourself and put yourself in this victimized energy with this Eight of Swords, right? You see how this alligator is kind of trapped, it seems a little bit. There's a sword at the top. There's two swords right here in between. So it's just like, you don't have to trap yourself in anything. You're not stuck in anything. Life isn't happening to you. You're not in a connection or in a job or in a friendship with anything when you just feel like, oh, Well, I can't leave because I just really like you. Can absolutely leave. You can absolutely detach. You can wake up tomorrow and say fuck it. Actually, you can change your mind right now today and say actually I don't want you or any of this shit. I deserve so much better than this. It can hit you out of nowhere, out of the blue. You can revoke access. Real like once I found out that I could change my mind and I have the power to change my mind. Maybe this is just my Uranus in my first house speaking, but baby, I could change my mind, and you can't be mad at me about that. I cannot want this and turn around and want it tomorrow. I can want it today and turn around and not want it tomorrow. It's my life. So again, this is like for somebody who needs it. You're not trapped. You're not stuck. But collectively, what it is, and look at the devil card down at the bottom of the deck. See, you're not trapped. You're not stuck. This is the devil card. This is about being attached to something, stuck to something, trapped. You know what I'm saying? Chained even. You see how they kind of chained down here to it. You're not chained to this. You're not chained to, staying in any connections you don't want to. For some of you, it's like you might. It's like the stray. I was just saying this to somebody, one of my clients, and I was like, it's like the stray dog syndrome and shit. It's like you walk into school and then you see the stray dog and you go, oh my god, it's a stray dog. Can we keep it? It's like no. It was just adore the dog on the way to the journey. It's not for you to pick it up. Stop picking up these stray dogs. Stop picking up these bums. Stop picking up these people who need help, these work projects and shit. For some of you, you know what I'm saying? And again, for some of you, you already know this about yourself. You've already been leaving some people. This hostility card makes me feel like, again, you've been leaving some people. There are some people who are a little hostile, who got a little tension, got a little feel type of way with you, hot up under the collar with you a little bit because you told them to get the fuck on before they get spit the fuck on. But you're still working the kinks out on that. You ain't got it all yet. You still kind of learning how to call it, learning how to use your intuition, learning to listen to your intuition when it comes to how you feel about these people. Your intuition don't be lying, but see, sometimes you might stick around a little long. I know I'm guilty of that too. You might stick around a little long, and you like, well, I'm gonna just see it through to the end, and then before you know it, you kind of fuck yourself, and it wasn't for you to ever see it through that long. You were supposed to just go over there, and you know what I'm saying? Oh, okay. At the first two red flags, bye. But see, you kind of linger, and then you kind of do it to yourself, right? That's for somebody. I do want to clarify this hostilities card, and then I want to get up out of here. Give me something for the hostilities card. Give me something for this hostilities coffin and pass away card. What energy is this? Yeah, Nav of Wands. So again, double confirming. Nav of Wands reverse. Somebody that you stopped fucking with. Somebody who, if there was a spark, the spark has died. Someone who is still stuck on that with the hangman card here. The emperor is trying to peek out of the side right here, out of the bottom of the deck. So this does make me feel like someone who, yeah, there's like a blockage. The nine of wands is here too, but the nine of wands is reversed. The nine of wands for me is like self-imposed blockages though. So this makes me feel like this could be someone too who like maybe even could have self-sabotaged a connection with you, and then now you're moving on and you ain't really fucking with them no more, and they still stuck on that is what this is giving. Someone who maybe wanted control, someone maybe who wants control now if they didn't want it then. If they didn't want it then, they could maybe want it now. The emperor energy is giving me Aries, is giving me Capricorn also, so this could be maybe something in their chart, but this feels like someone who could have self-sabotaged, someone who could have again put some self-imposed blockages. They are the blockage. They were blocking the connection. They were the one adding trouble, adding conflict, adding issues, completely self-sabotaging, completely self-blocking, and then now something happened. So it's like they fucked up the connection. You told them you probably didn't want to fuck with them no more, didn't want to rekindle nothing, and this feels like they're a little hostile. They have a little bit of tension because you're not trying to like rekindle the spark, and they're still really stuck at whatever connection they had with you, but you're not trying to rekindle it is what this feels like. This feels like someone who again wants control though, or wanted control. Maybe they were self-sabotaging the connection because they were trying to get a level of control or was trying to have the upper hand, yeah, there's like a hare here. I don't know, like a rabbit I'm seeing in this card, which is reminding me of the tortoise or the hare, but then the hare lost. He was very arrogant. he just felt like because it was a tortoise that he was automatically going to win. The nigga took a nap up under the tree and lost. Very arrogant, very like egotistical even. So this could have been someone who had a lot of ego, again, who was super arrogant, self-sabotaged, or for whatever reason did something to kind of fuck up the connection, maybe thinking that they were going to get the upper hand or get a level of control, and it didn't work. They still kind of stuck on that. So be wary of that. This is someone who like might cause you problems in your new connection. And that's not going to apply for all of y'all, but it's going to apply for some of y'all. But it's like, how you mad at me because you whatever. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. If you've gotten this far, I really appreciate it. Like, share, subscribe, join our family because I want to grow our YouTube channel over here. Again, my name is B, just in case if you forgot from the beginning of this. Thanks for tuning in and hanging out with me this far. Leave me some comments if this resonated. Check down below in the description box if you want to find me on other platforms, or if you just want to book with me, because I am open for personal readings. And yeah, until next time, I'll see you over on the next video. Bye.